When trying to pitch or sell an idea to your organization or to a client, getting buy-in from many stakeholders is critical. As a consultant, I've pitched hundreds of training programs, and that's given me a lot of experience in what doesn't work, plus some hints about what does. The goal is to make a memorable mental image that catches attention, sticks in people's memory, and is easy to explain to other stakeholders. Be careful though. Complicated learning journeys tend to overwhelm the audience with detail and confuse them with L&D jargon. To minimize that, we found it's best to make a one-page visual that's accessible, easy to read, and tells the program story without information overload. Here's a step-by-step explanation of what we do. First, you talk about the business need, the goal, and hopefully the expected results. The main point here is to show your audience that their real business issue is the hero of this story, and you're focused on application and results. Take as long as they want talking about this, because this opening page is really focused on them, their needs, the business, and results. This is probably just some text that explains things in the language of the person who is reading it. Words are good at confirming the business need and training goals, but I'd strongly suggest at this point giving your folks a general overview of the program that might look very simple but clear, like this. If your audience only needs this level of complexity to get what you are proposing, then great. But I find that we almost always have to use something that looks like a Gantt chart from left to right, time schedule, and boxes that describe the various elements of the program. Let me explain a bit more detail how that works. At this point, you just want them to be able to see the contours of the program. How long is it? What are the pieces? How many sessions are there? How much time will be needed? When things go well, this is enough. The client understands the need for the program, the expected results, and the overall plan. Try hard to satisfy them here, especially decision makers. For people directly involved in execution, though, you need to show a bit more. The key to success is step-by-step layers with conversation in between. If you design a good program that drives application, you'll have many non-training pieces like reminders, coaching, and manager involvement. Many people have never seen that and immediately fear it will interfere with work, so it's a lightning rod for questions. To smoothly help people understand how you'll support application, first describe the programs you expect and the solutions like this. Talk to them a bit about this and make sure everyone understands that this is not stuff that happens in a training session, but things to do on the job outside of actual training sessions. Once they've understood the problems and solutions, you can show how the specific elements that address those. We often color code these for simple explanation on the other pages. As a nickname, we call this page colored boxes. One strange thing I found over the years is that many people struggle to comprehend this image, but if you connect everything with a line, for some reason it suddenly makes sense. Again, I don't know why that is, but for many people this line is very important. In 90% of cases, this is all you'll need to get everyone on the same page and start the program. This image will show up a lot when you're getting budget, asking managers for support, introducing the program to potential participants and onboard subject matter experts. Two additional tricks that are sometimes useful. First, since all those boxes are abstract and learning oriented, some people, especially participants and their managers, see a lot of complexity and time commitment, but not much benefit. To emphasize the benefits, you can show step by step how the participants will develop throughout the program. We usually phrase this like a learner's internal conversation or them talking to themselves. For example, after the first management training session, the learner might say, "In today's training, I learned that coaching is more mindset than technique. Cool. Think I'll try with my team." Then after practicing a couple weeks, they'll feel, it was good to try, but this is kind of tricky. I better learn some more techniques and practice. And so on. By showing that conversation for each step, it becomes obvious how the participant will grow, change, develop, use new skills, and get results in each step of the program. Second, when someone is obsessed with certain topics or you get very specific questions, you can make pages that highlight those pieces, showing that you recognize their concern and have addressed it in the program. For example, if an executive demands, "Nothing gets done without top-down manager involvement," you can show this and say, "Yes, that's why managers are involved in all these places." Or if someone says, "People only learn on the job, training is useless," you can say, "Good point. That's why everyone makes action plans, uses the new skills immediately, and gets experience on the job during the entire program like this." However you want to present your ideas and how much detail is expected, whether it's just the visual aspect or a detailed proposal, making what you need to say simple, clear, and easy to understand is essential to getting buy-in. What I hope you can see from our introduction to how we design and present learning concepts that take an application-first approach is that with some analysis, a bit of experimentation, and some effort, you can make learning programs that get more training used in the workplace and better results. That's all for this series. I hope that you found it useful. If you did, please follow us here and on LinkedIn. See you soon.